we are almost, well, we're more than halfway done cleaning out the threads to be able to put the blower back on. Before we do that, I want to give a shout out to Roshan at Boost District for hooking us up with the thermal plates so that I can use the really nice valve covers that I spent money on, got painted without measuring, because, you know, future reference. You get valve covers, make sure they're gonna fit before you spend money painting them and getting fittings and stuff ordered up. But Roshan saw my post, he's right over, and now we're gonna get everything set up, ready to get the blower back on so we can put the heart of the car back inside. I have to clean the threads out because with the blower bolts, you need to put some Loctite on them to make sure they don't come out. And the old Loctite leaves gunk in the threads, so that's what we're getting out of there. Always make sure you hand start the tap. You don't want to be cross-threading and ruining some $3,000 heads because you're in a rush to get the job done. Two seconds of starting a tap is not worth $3,000. So, it's your tech tip, I guess you could call it. What are some tech tips that you guys have? What are some things that you've learned, hard lessons over the years, like using Loctite on your supercharger bolts so they don't back themselves out and go down a cylinder head and a side load piston? I'm not saying that happened to me last year, first engine, but yeah, that totally happened. So, put a comment down below. Maybe you could help somebody else from a big mistake that cost them thousands of dollars. Also, check out these new Boost District stickers. I don't know if you can see them, but that is 100% going on the SS. Probably the best decision I made was partnering with Boost District Superchargers. Roshan and the crew over there will do everything they can to get you taken care of, from seeing you have struggles on race week and sending you a harness, or checking your Facebook feed every once in a while and seeing that you made a mistake on getting some valve covers and helping you get it fixed so that you can use them. So we are going to mock fit these up here, and they don't just sit where they need to go. So I'm hoping some of the old blower bolts will be the right height to get them centered while the silicone is drying, so that they're in the right spot. And it looks like it will hold them in place. So, now I need to get the silicone, get them set up so that we can get this thing back together. is such a thing as too much gasket maker. Do remember that. It has to go somewhere. Just spread it out. Oh wait, not enough there. These thermo plates are going to serve a bigger purpose than just letting me use pretty valve covers. They are also going to help the supercharger with some cooling, which not that I've had a problem with that, but it is an added bonus. Want a nice even coat, not too thick, not too thin, just right. I'm just gonna have RTV covered fingers for the rest of the night, but that's okay. Alright, that one is set. Now to do the other side. It's like finger painting for adults. I don't know, I could probably still have fun finger painting. Alright. Nice even coat. Cooped up fingers, but okay. Alright, to let that set up for a little bit so that it holds the plates in place while I put the supercharger on, instead of fighting back and forth, because they do slide down. There is a space for them to try to escape and make it a pain. And I don't know about you, but if you ever picked up one of these 2650 blowers, they're kind of heavy. So you don't want to be messing, oh, I'm getting RTV everywhere. You don't want to be messing around with trying to line up plates. So we're going to leave that for right now, and we'll come back to it. Alright, the last you saw of the cradle, it was getting sanded and kicking my butt. But it has a rough paint job on it right now. Might do another coat or two to clean it up, but take a look. Also, look at those welds. Like, come on, GM. I know you can do better welds than that crap. You could have done the SS a little better. On top of painting that, I'm doing the last AC line and getting ready to put the rest of the car back together. It is looking so nice. Definitely worth the effort. I do notice that the pillars look a little milky compared to everything else, and I think that's because I was trying to paint them while it was 30 degrees out. As unfortunate as that is, it still looks pretty cool, and I think it adds some nice contrast. So we're just gonna roll with it, especially this year. I'm not taking it back apart. On top of adding the sparkle to all the black, I decided that the blue needed to be tied in, so I don't know how well you can see it since it's getting dark out, but all the blue pieces are getting a little bit of sparkle added to them. Even the pretty valve covers that I love so much are getting some sparkle added to them. Oh, you can see those very well. All right, that does it for today. Hope you enjoy. Leave a comment below, hit the like button, subscribe, follow along with the SS because it will be doing 9s this year, and in the future, 8s. How cool would it be having a full interior sedan, run 8s in the quarter, and then go to the grocery store later with the family? Like, come on. Right now that thing is 4,400 pounds. Follow along so that you don't miss out on this cool adventure with me.